Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to episode number 204 of Business Behind the Scene. Today, I was at my BNI meeting. You guys know that I go every Thursday morning to BNI. BNI has taught me so much about consistency and about how getting myself out of bed, literally, against my will. And that helps me, to really work on my discipline a lot. For the ones that don't know what BNI is Business Network International, and is a group of networking events that you go every week, and you have to commit. You cannot miss a day. If you cannot go, you need to get a sub for you. And it literally had taught me so much about business. So I would actually recommend it to anybody. But today, in one of the BNI meetings, after BNI, we do one-on-one meetings, and so I was chatting with one of the members, and we were talking on, how's business, and I was like, it's going great, it's going fantastic. Actually, I'm working at the moment 24 hours a week, and my goal is to work 10 hours a week in the next few months, and 6 months. That's the goal. And he was like, wait, what? Your goal is to work less? Your goal is not a money goal? I'm like, well, the money goal, it's already there. So we have already achieved the money goal. We're already achieving growth every single month. Now my goal is how can I continue the growth by working less? So I just want to share this with all of you because it's just something that excites me, and it's something that I think that every business owner should work on. Is like, how can you make the same money or more money, and same profit or more profit, and work less? Because at the end of the day, this is the real freedom, and this is the real wealth to me. And so talking about that, we were starting to talk about how I achieve things like that in business. And one of the way that I achieve it is by working with my team. I am someone that I struggle to work by myself. Why? Because I'm a creator. I'm someone that got lots of ideas. I'm not very good at implementing the ideas. I'm someone that is very good at being a creator, I've starting things. I'm not someone that's very good at finishing things. And so I had to learn how to do these things for myself. I had to learn what type of business owner I am. And I talk about this in one of my podcasts back in March. So go and check it out. Actually, I'll tell you the number of the podcast so that you can go and check it out. Episode number 186. And by the way, how did I get this number? Is that literally while I'm recording, I've got my virtual assistant here with me in the Zoom call, and I paused the recording and I said, hey, what's the number? And they gave me the number, and I started recording again, and now I've got the number. I am not the one going and looking and doing things that it needs to be done. I am the one delegating everything, so then I can be present and be here, which is absolutely fantastic. And my team does all the things. So anyway, go back to us. This is an example on how I'm a creator and I am not the one doing, I'm the one delegating. And it works really well for me, and it's working really well for our business. So there's actually a test that you can do where you understand which type of business owner you are. So there is a creator, which is the person that is like me, that's got lots of ideas and never really able to finish all the ideas because we got so many. Then there is the business savvy, which is the person that is very good at numbers, very good at vision, very good at vision, but not very good, especially sometimes not very good at people, sometimes not very good at leading, sometimes more a little bit tougher as a person, usually a little bit more based on the direction of the business. So the third person is a manager, a leader. So the leader is the person that in the other way is like very good at doing, very good at leading a team to doing, very good at being organized, but they struggle to have ideas, and they struggle to have a business savviness. They struggle to, run the business forward, and they're all about managing and structure, but sometimes they are perfectionists and sometimes they work too much in the back of the business. So there is a pro and cons in all of them. Ideally, you will have each of them in a business to be successful. But again, go back and watch that episode and listen to that episode, and it will give you more clarity. Now, what I wanted to share with you today is about how to go from vision to action. So if you're a creator, you don't have the action is a little bit harder for us. And so you need to find what works for you. And what works for me is to get action, is to get a virtual assistant to help me to get the action. So to record this podcast, to record my videos, people tell me all the time, how do you record all these videos? My VA makes me, because if it was for me, I would procrastinate. I wouldn't get the result that I get all the time. So it's very important that we understand us, and to get from vision to action, we need to implement things. So as a creator, I have someone next to me that literally holds my hands and keep me accountable to make sure that we actually deliver on the things that we have promised, and we keep consistency. For a vision to action for the business savvy, it will be all about numbers, and it will be all about vision. But a lot of the time, they struggle to slow it down and to understand what is the next very step. A lot of the time, people that are visionary, they are working, they live in the future, and they struggle to come back to like, to get there, what do I need to do now? So sometimes business savvy people invest a lot of money and take a lot of risks. And so it's important for them to sort of slow it down and understand what is the next thing that is going to get me there later on, but I need to focus on these right now to be able to get that. And so it's very interesting. Like as a business savvy, my suggestion usually is to have people around us, that can implement by understanding us and our sort of shortness and our directiveness and all of that. So again, it will be the right team to delegate this with, which includes creators and includes leaders, so that we can sort of step out as a leader, because we are not the best at that usually. And then we have the leader type of person, which is like, how do we get the vision into action? So the leader needs a coach to be able to help them on the vision. The leader needs some really creative people in the team, which usually they don't hire because they find them frustrating, because they are full of ideas and messy. And a leader like to be everything structured and they like to everything on there. But without a creator, without someone that is very good at marketing and social media, things like that, you're probably gonna lack and gonna be like a gem in the desert. Nobody's gonna know about you. So it's really vital for us to understand our personalities and how our personalities, business personalities, is going to help us to get the result and to get the business to the next level. So I love stuff like that, and it truly helped me to get my business going and like my business moving forward, because of the clarity that I gained on who I am and how I work best with my team. So if this helped you, leave us a comment, let us know. Remember that we write, we talk about comments and things that I find fascinating and I find good, but also things that you guys tell us on social media and messages about. So if you have any questions, anything at all about business and how you can achieve that freedom of working less and making the same amount of money, because this is the other thing that I was asking today. We were talking about how many people say, I don't want to grow the business, I'm okay where I am. And I'm like, okay, but wait a minute. So you're saying that if you could make an extra $1 million and work the same or less hours, you would say no to that? Oh no, because making an extra $1 million means working harder. And I'm like, why? Why do we believe that making more money equals working long hours, working harder? Or is it that we haven't found the right people to put in place so that they can actually handle all the things and we can just manage them? That is usually the thing. So it's very fascinating. And it was really important to understand. And again, if we have enough people in the team, we can step out of the business enough for us to see and watch what's going on. And sometimes it is true that making more money doesn't necessarily mean more success or more profit, and that's sometimes because we maybe have chosen the wrong clients and the clients that are really sucking a lot of hours from our team. So it is important to let go of the resources that are sort of draining us and get the clients and get the right momentum in the business to be able to save time, save money, and get more profit. And that's at the end of the day what a business is about, right? Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for listening to this amazing podcast. Now, if you enjoyed this, you're definitely going to love my Facebook group where I've got over 11,000 people in it, and they're all business owners successful like you. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge, and in there I do classes every week, and I get to interview my clients, and I get to teach you all the things that I've done to get my business to 100K plus a month. So I look forward to have you in there. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge Facebook group in Facebook. I look forward to see you there. Ciao.